Salute everybody. Welcome to Switching Lanes with Miss Parker. Miss Parker. Y'all know I am never on time. When life throws you lemons, guess what? We got to make tequila, right? That's how I'm going to start opening up this show. When life throws you lemons, make tequila. I hope everybody's having a blessed Thursday. I hope you guys hit those links and subscribe to those channels, especially the one at the top. Let me get to her. She's an upcoming content creator. Her name is it's the where's her link? Yes, the FYP Reloaded. So make sure you guys go subscribe to that channel. Please don't forget to hit that like button as you come in. Turn on your notification bells as you come in or you pass by. Share the live out. Please, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research, and educational purposes. Please feel free to purchase a super sticker or a super chat. I do have a goal of 10. So it could be 99 cents, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's still the incentive. I'm surprised they're still giving it to us, really. But YouTube gave us this incentive to help grow the channels and stuff like that so they can keep taking more, okay? Please say hello to your neighbor as you come in. Thanks in advance, riders. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, I dropped a lot of links. Shankra, Tune Uncensored, Jaquetta, Blue Cheese, Blended Healing, 50 Shades of Above, my girl, my moderator Zen, my moderator Oh Boy, my moderator Aisha, also Rain of Fire, and Shanitra Speaks. She's over there covering a story that I'm definitely going to touch on next week. So I'm going to keep following Shanitra Speaks up until I start covering it next week. But shout out to my girl, Shanitra Speaks. Rain of Fire. Rain of Fire has been covering the Naziah Harris case for some time. And she is allegedly in Detroit or supposed to be going to Detroit. I don't know if she quite made it there yet, but she's allegedly there or on her way. She says she needs help from the people of Detroit. She's never been there. She doesn't know her way, but she wants to go find Naziah Harris or get close to something that can bring a little bit closure to the ones that do care about her and her family and stuff like that. So there's a lot of people that saying they're going with her on her journey. So prayers to Rain of Fire and prayers to the subscribers and stuff that is going on this journey with her. You guys be safe. And man, I'm praying on the success story at the end of this journey. It's not success when we're looking at somebody to be unalived, and especially a 13-year-old child. But at the same time, we do want Naziah Harris to be brought to peace at some point in this case and situation that is so sad. Hey, Carla. Hey, Samaj, sis. What's going on? Picture printing. What's going on? Colton. Bridget, what it do? Kiki, what it do? Gigi, what it do? Pebbles, Taj, K89. Salute to all my riders and my sisters. Walker, what it do? Salathia. What up, Tracy? What up, Unavailable? What up, Regina? Thankful. What's going on? Tanya Nika, what it do, boo? Tammy BB, what it do? Blessed to be, what it do, sister? Jacqueline, Miss Wanna Be, and hey, sisters. Goddess, Waverly, Barbie on Wheels, my sisters, my riders, Kimberly, Lalizi, my love, my sister, Queen Butterfly, my sister, what it do? Raw, my sister, Nisi Poo, what it do, boo? CH, hey, my love. Welcome, sister. Victoria, let's be it, hey. What it do to the baby? Jessica, what it do? Nisi Poo. Miss Valerie, what it do? Talker Prince, what it do, sister? Capricorn Chronicles, what it do? Half Pint Love, what it do, boo? Hey, Kamonica, what it do? Man, this was given to me by my sister, Callie's Kitchen. So shout out to my sister, Miss Callie's Kitchen. If somebody can drop a link and a few for me, that would be great or whatever. We was just talking about mental health is real. On Shank Rocks. I love you, Lalizi. And what up, Pretty Glow? CH, I didn't get it. Text me and tell me it's you. Because I'll be locking in as people text me, okay? Have you seen this podcast? Salute, sister. I sent you that email too. What up, Nicole Cooper? How you doing? Real quick, Capricorn Chronicles, text me a number 1 through 10,000. Really quick. And don't put a number in the chat yet, y'all. Don't put a number in the chat. Capricorn Chronicles, text me a number 1 to 10,000. This is going to be on this gift box from Diamond Star. I think I showed you what my gift box looked like. Everything she put in it. I don't know. It's pretty heavy, but I got to send Nicole Neal out the Shamika Essentials. And this is a new gift box. It's going to be sent out this weekend. So 1 through 10,000, and then I'll tell you guys to start. If you put a number in before I start it, you will not be allowed to enter. Let me put it like that. Hey, Charnette, how you doing? What up, Tom? Hey, I see through you, sister. Thank you, Nisi Pooh. I'm good. Thank you, Goddess. Thank you, little sis. Let me see what Capricorn Chronicles said about this number. Hold on. Let me see. All right, let's go. I have the number. Number 1 through 10,000. Go for it. Except for the mods. No mods. Have you seen this podcast? No moderators. And Princess Black, I hope you enjoy. Let's see. I got the number. I don't see it. I don't see it. Samai cannot join. She's a mod anyway, but you cannot join. But this is for that gift box. Hey, Sunshine Shan. I got the number in front of me. Capricorn Chronicles, you know what it is. Pay attention. I will be trying to keep up with it and stuff, because it's a nice. These are nice boxes. And shout out to Blended Healing for the Shamika Essential box. I love my box, y'all. I love my box. I love her product. I really do. And it's organic. And it's nothing like using organic products on you and stuff, especially with me having really dry skin and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I have really, really bad dry skin. But Diamond Star has donated another box. And you guys know that she is a book writer. She's definitely an author of some books that, you know, are doing quite well. So 1 through 10,000, go for what you know and stuff like that. And the next giveaway, because I missed Wednesday. So the next giveaway will be next week. And we also have some new shoes, and we're going to have some gone on sweatshirts and hoodies to give away as well. So I'm super excited about that. But let's get into this story about Rhonda and what happened with her 6-year-old son. Mental health is real, and it's unfortunate that it's being overlooked by so many and nothing is happening. We're not getting the proper help or anything for these situations. So I want to get into this video because it's new to me. But shout out to my sister, Miss Callie's Kitchen. She's like, please touch on this story for me. Please touch on this story. And in the process, hey, Morgan, what do you do, boo? I want to read you what her friend wrote when Callie sent it to me. Okay, I got you, boo. Got you. Hell, I see shit. I didn't know. Let me see if I see the number. No. Hey, Incognito. Hey, Crafting and Conversations. How you doing? Oh, CH shit. I just didn't have your number locked in. Let me fix that. Yes, we have been conversating. See my mind? Charge it to the tea I be spilling, CH, not the tea I be pouring in the glass, okay? Thank you, Jennifer, baby. Thank you. Let me see where Kelly's text is on here. Can I find her like this? Okay, I got it. When she sent me this story, here we go. I multitask. CH, I multitask. Okay, keep up with that number, you guys. Let me see. I don't see it. Make sure, let me go up a little bit, make sure I don't see it. Hey, Amber. Hey, Zen. I dropped Zen's link. She's in the chat now, but you guys make sure I don't see the number. But I am still watching for it. She said, "Wow, Rhonda, this is Mama Meal, her friend." She said, "Wow, Rhonda, I would never think you would do something like this. The way you came off so sweet and charming, I would never imagine something like this. And me knowing your son is autistic, I could only imagine the pain he was going through. A couple of days and you ain't called nobody, and you was posted on Facebook like nothing's going on. Another update. Yes, mental health is real, but I'm not excusing no one for ordering someone that didn't even ask to be here." And so I had hit her up. Let me ask her. Maybe she'll check her messages that way. Because I had hit this young lady up. Let me just make sure. Keep up with it, Capricorn, for me. Keep up with it. Thank you, Kamonica. Let's get into the story of Rhonda Paulynice and see what happened to her 6-year-old son.
Death of her 6-year-old son. Ramil appeared on May 8th
Hold on.
in a heartbreaking case out of Fort Pierce, Florida. 41-year-old son. Ramil appeared on May 30th, 2025. Deputies arrived at the family's home for a welfare check. Ramil hadn't been seen at school in over 2 weeks. What they discovered was chilling. The boy's body, hidden and decomposing, inside the home. His mother, Rhonda, told authorities that she believed she was carrying out a divine exorcism, claiming her son was possessed by demons. Rhonda reportedly said she acted
Not an exorcism. I'm getting chills already. Not an exorcism, guys. It's just like super creepy. Like how I just, for the life of me, I don't understand it. Um, I'm trying hard, but I just don't. Nicole Cooper, you got it. Nicole Cooper, the number was 869. Shout out and congratulations to Nicole Cooper. Nicole, you're gonna have to email me. I might put my email in the chat. And just so you guys can see, Capricorn Chronicles 869. I wrote the number right there and stuff. So hit me up on my email. Send me your full name and address, and I'll send it out Saturday. Okay. Before I get on the road, I'll mail these off. And I like giving out gift cards. So next week I'm gonna give gift cards out. I'm gonna do 2 giveaways on Wednesday next week. And after that it'll be hoodies and shirts. So shout out to you, Nicole, and stuff like that. Boy. But yeah, this is an exorcism, guys. Not just unaliving, an exorcism.
under the command of God and referred to herself as a vessel. She told investigators she smothered Rama with a pillow, believing it would free him from spiritual torment. For days afterward, she continued to check on his lifeless body, even blowing warm air on his face, hoping he'd come back to life. Body cam footage captured her fluctuating emotions, at times laughing, crying, and speaking in cryptic religious language. Her mental state has raised serious questions about her grasp on reality. Now charged with second-degree murder, failure to report a death, and altering a body, Rhonda Paulynice has been denied bail and remains in custody. Autopsy and toxicology results are still pending, as investigators work to piece together the full picture. In the meantime, the Fort Pierce community mourns. A small memorial has grown outside the home, filled with balloons, candles, and stuffed animals.
The family says she loved her son. Hey, Miss 52. Yeah, Miss 1 billion. Hey, Latrice. Hey to everybody coming in. Bertrand, I seen you. Hey, love. Do y'all think that her family, seen signs of mental illness, or do we overlook it? Hey, Sister Miss 52. Do we overlook signs of, and we just call our family members crazy? Because the family said she loved her son. It is awful, Valerie. But the family said she was a great mother and she loved her son. So somebody's got to make sense to me of where did this go wrong, and in a matter of seconds did she just flash out? Because I don't think so. Probably overlooked it. I agree, Pebbles. She said she looked mental, so they overlooked it. Absolutely. He said overlooked or not really educated on mental illness. And that's a good one, Lavique. I like that too, Lavique. Because Lavique said it could be overlooked or not really educated on mental illness. Because mental illness can also come from family too. Seen it but didn't want to acknowledge it. And that could be it too. The mods is not modding. Well, let me help you out, Simon. So they're modding enough for me, okay? You have a blessed day somewhere else. We got to do better. They are our future. Yes. Hey, M. Gray. And I'm going to do 2 more mods later. M. Gray, you are going to be one. I just haven't got around to doing it. But I just want to tell you on here. And one more. I was just thinking that, Miss Parker, but unfortunately, that surrounds Black families of not acknowledging. That is true. And that's why I said I like Lavique's. Because could it be that they are just like her? Some people in the family members might be suffering from the same thing. We look at that family's always been weird versus that family is suffering from something. That is true too, CH. Sacrificing her child. People love making new accounts. And I'm going to keep timing that. I got it, y'all. I can see. Hey, Alicia, sister. Mental illness is taboo. Yes, it is, Essie. What up, Steph? Attention seeking is at an all-time high. Man. But I really want to say that I hope our family talks and I can see it to see some things. But they said she loved her son and she was a great mother. She said some people don't like to admitting they have mental illness. Being possessed by demons is different than mental health issues. Mm-hmm. But was that, did her mental illness have her thinking that, Gigi? Hey, Bridget Boo. They probably thought she was doing things for attention before she did that to her child. Yup. So it's a whole lot of things that could have went wrong in this, from basically me talking to you guys and stuff. Thank you, Melody. How you doing? Thank you. They probably suffer from mental illness as well. Because a lot of families do. I'm guilty of saying they've always been nuts. Just like everybody around that's coming out of the Nazir Harris case, people that is saying they've always been weird. Valerie said mental illness is often overlooked. I agree. Lavique said, and it is different states of mental illness. Anything could push the person over top. And that's exactly correct. Thank you, Queen Butterfly. Hey, Novi. Possibly. So Miss Parker had her thinking it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I love that, Lavique. That is true. It is different levels to mental illness. It's possible, Miss Parker, but can you go to the start with the word and then go get mental health help? Yeah, that is true. But everybody don't know how to seek it either, sister. Hey, Detroit's Finest. Everybody don't know how to go seek help either. I didn't. I suffered for years and I didn't. Overlooked because one of my sisters is going through it. She's in jail now, but hers was drug induced. My younger sisters have always overlooked it. I'm glad you. Thank you, CH. Her private thoughts when she is alone. Mm-hmm. I don't know why mental health is taboo, but I'm going to church. They preach on basically overcoming the symptoms, and that's good. I think that's good when you go to church and they touch on things like that. Hey, Lisa. It could be another thing. She could have been the type of person who couldn't control her emotions, but that she still doesn't make what she did right. I thank you, God. They must have known something was off with her, but did nothing. Because certain Black parents can't accept it. Might have been passed down by them. Yes, and that's true, Morgan. Most like me didn't either. Not in my own until later in life. That was me, BB. Later on in life. I agree. In our community, it's most of the time it's just crazy and overlooked, and that's true. Ebony said a lot of people are afraid of being put on medication. Yup. And that's true, because I was. I ain't gonna lie. Because, Ebony, I'm glad you stated that too, because It's the effects I seen people be on. And I'm like, I don't want to be like that. Even though some people's like, when I talk to some people, that's like, it helps me. Like the Zoloft. The Zoloft, and I didn't give it time either. Hey, T, I really didn't give the Zoloft time either. You know, I'm impatient. I want the shit to work right then and there, not tomorrow, not a week. A lot of people don't understand, so they don't get help. It's definitely hereditary. You really have to wear those shoes to get. I'm diagnosed with a lot of BB. Me too. That's how I know people with mental illness also use drugs to cope until they're diagnosed with it. But I did, Bridget. I did. I'm the oldest of 5 girls, so yeah, it's something about that Zoloft BB with me. But other people I've talked to said it worked for them. Y'all get what I'm saying? So I didn't get it. Lil Ting Ting says some people also think if they go ask for help, they will lose their kids. Okay, that's true. Me too. I just got properly diagnosed and medicated. I feel so good now. Okay, T. She says Zoloft isn't good because a lot of people were sitting there in OD on it because it was making them. I didn't like it. Our culture denies mental illnesses. They don't seek help. Absolutely. Me too, Bridget. And thank you, Bridget. I appreciate y'all that's speaking from experience, from teenage to trying to that middle age. I don't trust the medication. Prayer really works with positive life changes. It could be drug-induced psychosis. And I got the quetiapine. I do. Helps me. I don't like the quetiapine. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That's another one. I gotta try something else. She said it works for some. And all medications ain't the same for everybody. You know what I'm saying? She said medication saved my life. Great, T. She said I've tried to have the state emitter, but they just ignored it. See what I'm saying? I did the same thing with Zoloft. It didn't work fast enough, so I stopped. Okay, T said, yes, Zoloft is, and you know what I'm saying? It might be that. It could be that, T, for me. She said that helps me a lot. Good. See, it's somebody that it helped a lot. Nisi said medication changed her life better than substance abuse. Got to stick with what works for you. And that's just where I am. And BB, that's what I want to be. Sunlight, more sunlight. Hey, Becca Boo, Lexapro is good. Yep, they had me on that. I didn't take it. I ain't gonna lie. I be lying. Half the medicine that they gave me, I didn't take. That's good, half pint. Great. I'm proud of y'all. She said raped at 12 years old, now 75, been seen her. Oh, Essie. Well, Bruce, I had that too, Nisi. I don't want to take medicine. Let's just be honest. Let me be honest. I don't want to take medicine. The quetiapine helped me sleep. But the quetiapine, when I took one, I think I would sleep for like 3 days. Okay, the repertoire. Okay, so I can't sit there and say what didn't work for me except the Zoloft because I haven't took everything else, the Butrin and all of that. I haven't did it. I had a sad case of a patient with mental health who refused to accept her diagnosis, but she is sprawling. I'm afraid for her life because of the risky behavior she's doing. He said finding a provider that listens is the first step. Some just want to put you on anything for money. Yeah, that's what I don't want. M. Gray. You went through a lot of Lexapro was the best. Okay. She said it takes a couple weeks. Yep, that's what I've been doing, BB. I've been going to the pond. I've been taking my little nature walk, and it feels so much good. Yeah, Levine, and you're right. But I'm like BB. I ain't gonna lie. I want that spiritual healing for now. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's all, y'all. It is, and I'm not knocking y'all for taking medicine because even with the tamoxifen for my breast cancer, I stopped taking it. Therapy helped them a lot. Yeah. So I don't like medicine, and it's not just the medicine for my bipolarism and all my other mental illnesses. It's not. It's really I just don't like medicine. I be up here with headaches and everything before I even take a bear. You know what I'm saying? It's just till I can't take it anymore, and I take it. I also dropped Aisha's link. She's in the chat. Drop your link, Aisha. And yeah, Bridget, it feels so good. I take my moderators with me when I go on my nature walk. I've been here lately. I've been taking them with me when I go down there by the pond sometimes. I said, this is the pond, and I just stand there, and I just, even when the sun just shines on my face, but it's a little breeze blowing, I just take it for what it is and embrace it. Right, Lalise, right. And it should be. I think it might be one on call that has that. You know what I'm saying? Going outside is part of the treatment plan for most of my patients. She said, "I'm not knocking either. I've been there. I know a better way now." The sun. Yeah, you heard me. It's a different feel, y'all. It's a different feel. Hey, Tanya J. Well, let's get back into this and see what happened.
Grief counselors have been made available to students and staff through St. Lucie Public Schools. This tragic case shines a painful light on the intersection
Yes.
of mental health,
Thank you,
faith, and
thankful.
child welfare. And it leaves a grieving community asking how this could have happened. What speculations will Rhonda Paulynice face? Although mental health cannot be ruled out, is this spiritual, mental, or spiritual psychosis? What are popular opinions saying? Thank you for tuning in and watching FYP Reloaded. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Do you know the definition of psychosis, which is given by psychiatrists generally?
I don't have the Webster
Well,
definition right here
let
now.
me shorthand it for you.
If y'all know any resources, BB and all the other ladies that's speaking in the chat about anything like M. Gray just put that book, please put it in here. Let me write that down. Spiritual warfare. If you know anything, any healthier ways besides medication, I'm down. If you know resources, if you know good counselors for people and stuff like that, because everybody doesn't have insurance and stuff. So she said grounding is therapeutic, touching trees helps with mood, become one with nature. And this is one of my good mods, Kimberly. She is a therapist, so I appreciate you. Right. See what I'm saying? Yep, to the right. Yep. And I talked about that for a short second about that woman that did that, pushed her son in the park all day in that swing. I'm gonna have to bring that story back. She said local county MHMR. Thank you, BB. Thank you, guys. She said grounding and listening to frequencies and meditations. She said our therapists be needing a therapist. Okay, they need somebody to talk to too, Lise. They need somebody to talk to too. Tone said nature walks is therapeutic. You get to listen to your thoughts and Mother Nature by yourself. Yeah, I love it.
A psychosis is the inability to relate to reality.
If I want to, so I'm not just selling that. Might get 24. Hey, you Rhonda? You Rhonda?
Yeah.
Hey, Rhonda, I'm actually here to talk to you.
Thank you, Brandy.
So, you have a 17-year-old son? Kid?
17-year-old son?
Or, oh, I'm sorry, a child.
Yes.
Yes. They haven't been to school in this whole month?
Oh, yeah. No. It's just that I haven't sent him to school yet.
Okay.
This is her with the police approaching her. This is after she's done what she's done. This is after she's done what she's done. Yes, Gigi. Definitely outside. I'm ready to walk to the pond now. After I end this, I'm going to the pond. Lizzie said, my problem is I'm scared of change and getting to know a new person and opening up all over again is great. And I understand that. I do, Lizzie. But Kimberly said this practice taps into both mindfulness and ecotherapy, offering psychology and psychologically benefits. Thank you, Kimberly. And again, Kimberly is a therapist, you guys. Nicole Neal is also a therapist and stuff. So if there's anybody, if Kimberly, if you don't mind, if somebody has some questions in the chat, if you don't mind answering them for me while we get through this. She said singing bowls for the frequency. Water makes me feel calm. Yeah, I love going by the water. Yes, I love going by the water. Let's start this right here.
Hey, you Rhonda? You Rhonda?
Yeah.
Hey, Rhonda, I'm actually here to talk to you. So, you have a 17-year-old son? Kid?
17-year-old son?
Or, oh, I'm sorry, a child.
Yes.
Yes. They haven't been to school in this whole month?
Oh, yeah. No. It's just that I I haven't sent him to school yet.
Okay. So from what I'm being told, they haven't been in school this whole month.
341, that's all 97.
Mm-hmm.
The school is unaware of what's going on with him.
He's going to go back to school.
Okay, but at this point, it's already reached a point of truancy. It's reaching the point of truancy.
What's that?
Legal thing that, I mean, you could get in trouble for.
Oh, okay.
You pretty much have to, if you don't get in contact with the school right now to inform them of what's going on,
Okay.
they're going to send you to court.
Okay, I'll give him a call. I didn't even realize that. Okay, I'll call his teacher.
You got your ID on you?
No.
Is it inside the house?
I have a picture of it.
Yeah, can I see it?
341 or so.
341.
Look at the house, y'all, boarded up.
Yeah, you can 31. I'm 10-12, but I'm consider everything 10-4.
10 for 10, 12, 10 for.
Y'all see that house? It's boarded. It's something wrong. It is something wrong. And he should have noticed immediately. Because there's nothing coming in. Nothing's coming in. Air, sun, nothing. That house is dark. And even her response to him, and it's off. Right, Chris Green? Her family didn't see her boarded up house? Absolutely. That's when concerns kick in. And I know it's not easy raising other people's children. I know. But at that moment, I'm going to take that child like, hey, what's going on, sis? What's going on to my daughter? What's going on? Well, I'm going to come and I'm going to help you. I'm going to take the baby for a while. Let's get these boards off the house. Let's let some sun and some air. It's a way I can, and then I can start talking about therapy, but let's break it in first. Because sometimes you can't just say whatever to me. Because I'll get offended. Like you're judging me more than trying to help me. And then that's going to make me shut down and you can't take my baby or anything. But is there a way that we can talk to try to at least get the kids to safety, get the children to safety, and and try to keep her safe as well? What can we do? To the therapist in the chat, what can we do when we see someone in this situation? What can we do to help the situation?
And is your kid here right now?
Charlie, yeah, we left tonight.
Is your kid here right now?
Is my son here?
Yeah, is he here?
Yes.
Is there any way I could at least see him just to make sure that he's okay?
Sure.
Yes, Detroit. Look at that house, you guys.
354.
Those are boards. Thank you, Shell Baby. I'm 3 more away from reaching my goal, guys. She said they have to be receptive to help. We can't force them into treatment. Not force them into treatment, but if I go and I see my friend or my child like this, what is the best approach, Kimberly? Is what I'm saying. And I know they don't have to be receptive. They have to seek the help. But what is, to anybody in this situation, what is the best approach to try to get the child to safety and her to safety? What is the best approach? Because seeing those windows boarded up immediately, I know something is wrong with this picture.
Michael Lima.
10 for Michael Lima.
Were you able to pull up the ID? Were you able to pull up the ID?
Yeah, hold on.
Thank you, Chris, baby. Thank you, Jante. Thank you, sister.
97. That's a 391. Check 10-4.
10-4.
Thank you.
Hey, Tammy. Thank you, Birches, baby. The hesitation, he knows something's wrong. Can't nobody tell me at that moment that this officer doesn't know that something is not right. Thank you, Queen. Thank you. I understand what you're saying. Sometimes they don't want to talk. If they don't push away, I ease into getting information. I just wouldn't jump to why is your house boarded? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Taj, thank you, baby. Thank you, Chris. I'm just saying, like, I just want to know the approach because we never know. What up, T lady? I don't know. Nothing you can do until there's a crime committed. Prisons are full of the insane. Thank you, Tanya J. Thank you, baby. Thank you, sister. It's the horror behind this door that I know. Thank you, Tammy. It's the horror behind this door that I'm scared that we're going to walk into. Thank you, Jennifer. Hey, sister. Maybe do a warfare check with the police. I don't know. You definitely can't just run up on her. That ain't good. Exactly. And that's why I was asking, if your friend was in this position, your sister, your daughter, what would be the proper approach? That's all I'm asking. How would I go about approaching it? Without scaring her and making her resistance against me, or to the point where I won't be able to get either one of them to safety. Yes, Gigi. She said, instead I'll ask questions to see if they're hallucinating or delusional. Never argue against the delusional. I will act as if I'm protecting them from whatever their delusions is. Okay.
She's just trying to pull up a picture of her ID and then gonna go inside.
And with that, Paulynice leads the deputy to her house, points him to a closed bedroom where he finds Ramil wrapped in a blanket, dead in the bed. A newly unredacted portion of the arrest affidavit says Paulynice told detectives God was controlling her because of recent changes in her son's behavior. She says she believed Ramil to be controlled by a spirit and by an enemy. Paulynice stated in an effort to rid Ramil of the spirit or enemy, she placed her hand over his mouth and began to suffocate him while he was kicking and screaming in bed. According to the report, Paulynice knew Ramil had died, but she checked on him daily, blowing warm air on his face, looking for signs of life and the return of her son.
Once inside, an arrest report notes she was behaving oddly and would not remove her sunglasses and appeared completely indifferent to the deputy's presence. The report says deputies knocked on several doors in the home, finding the room where Ramil was laying on a bed, covered in a blanket with only his face showing. Deputies immediately realizing he was deceased and established a crime scene. The report also notes that
real quick, Lorena, what do you mean? She says, sounds good, but you've been here for so long. Let me see if Lorena's commenting, because I'm going to have to remove you, Lorena. Before y'all move Lorena out, Lorena, what do you mean by that comment? Let me get Lorena. Lorena, I don't know what you mean. It's a distraction to me because you didn't even say anything else. So I just have to take you out of here.
Condition of the home inside, overly organized, clothing, kitchen items, and food and cleaning supplies were specifically and carefully placed to a degree I had never seen. The report says Paulynice was allowed to say goodbye to her son before his body was removed from the home, noting that although she appeared distraught, it did not appear sincere. In a news conference, the sheriff said she told deputies she wanted to exorcise demons out of her son.
And when the child had stopped moving, and basically passed away.
Hey, Lord.
At that point, she felt the child had been
Thank you
released
for
of those
watching.
demons.
In the
Let's
affidavit,
hear what
deputies
popular
noted
opinion has to
Paulynice
say.
discussed changes
Mental
to her
health
son's
definitely
behavior,
cannot
but
be
the
ruled
changes
out.
Paulynice described appeared
Spiritual
to be typical
psychosis. Is
behaviors
that
of a
really a
6-year-old
thing?
child
Spiritual
and a
warfare?
child who was
Is that a
growing.
real thing? Let's see.
Hey, 313 Shelly. Hey, love.
The mother that unalived her 6-year-old autistic son because God told her to, let me tell y'all something. She had a spell on her. Somebody was casting some type of spells on her. She had some type of woo on her. I don't know what it is, but somebody did it to her. So I've spoken with people that work through the school board. So people have already said that Miss Rhonda already had a DCF case going on with the son. That's one. However, I found Rhonda's TikTok, and on Rhonda's TikTok, I'm going to show y'all the video that I'm talking about, and I'm going to drop Rhonda's TikTok so y'all can go look at it for yourself. But she was literally crying out for help. She was literally saying that people have been casting spells on her for a long time. And, you know, people don't just wake up one day and say, oh, people are casting spells on me. Like, no. I really feel like maybe she was trying to get her mind back right, and those spells that somebody has casted on her, maybe they just were stronger than she was, level-headed when it comes with God to really, you know, get.
So, what do y'all think she was? Because she said she's gonna show her TikTok, and I hope she does. But they said that basically she was crying out for help and stuff. And sometimes everybody's mental illness is different. Some people hear voices. Some people see things. Thank you, Tammy. And I'm one. I stay in my head. I do. I stay in my head. I live in my head, and I can't get out of it. And it's the worst. My brain works. That's why people go, when do you sleep? Because it's like even when I sleep, I'm thinking. I'm not dreaming or nothing. I'm thinking. And I hate it. Spiritual warfare is definitely a thing. So it's sad that when we do kind of scream out for help, we don't get the help we need. I think me getting up on this panel sometimes I was screaming out for help. I was lashing out. And yes, Akita. I think I was screaming out for help too, and did just, you know, I don't know how to use my words to say. Queen Butterfly said I do too. Lavique said my sister, her voice is in her mind race. So y'all know I ain't lying. Thank you, Blenda Hillen, for being a member for 5 months. Thank you. And I do. I haven't heard voices, but my brain works overtime, and I don't like it. And I live in my head. Yes, Bridget. And so my daughter's always trying to encourage me to get it. Encourage me to get out. They call it monkey brain because we always have head chatter. Yep, that's me, Tanya. Yep. You shut down first. Yes. Thank you, Blenda Hillen. Thank you, my love. And it's the hardest thing. Mental illness has been harder than me grieving. I don't like it. But it's something that is in me. So yeah, it won't shut down. It won't shut down. And I can't stop working. That was me, Queen Butterfly, with the quad opinion. It was. It's okay, I see through you. So yeah, I understand. I'm a very big overthinker. Mine that doesn't take a break. Me too, Betty.
Get that stuff up off you. At least have praying people to help get that stuff up off you. If you go on her TikTok, she don't have no notifications, no nothing. On Instagram, Facebook, no notifications, no nothing. She was making these videos and nobody was seeing nothing. But now this was Rhonda before everything happened.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Like, y'all just take a good look at this woman.
She's beautiful.
Don't nothing seem wrong with her. Y'all see the life in her eyes, even in this black and white picture. Beautiful life. Life. Eyes is full of life. Face full of life. Y'all just listen to me.
All these spells, people putting spells on me. That's why my life been the way it was. Spells. People really got time to do these to people. I'm out there trying to survive and live.
Look how tired she looks.
People got time to do this stuff.
Okay, so TikTok be putting me on. So about 4-5 years ago, I guess I had this thing called spiritual psychosis, according to TikTok. That's what TikTok said. So if you experience something like that, come on in the room so we can all talk about this thing that we had. Because I ain't know what it
Our
was.
eyes
I
do
ain't know
look
how to
different.
label it, call it. I ain't
I know
know what it was. But I was like really into God. Like I stopped eating meat. I was praying a lot, y'all. I was taking walks just randomly. I was just aloof. I was gone. Mine gone. Okay. I was done. Okay. But I liked it. And you learn a lot. I know in the midst of it all, we look cuckoo.
And y'all know what's strange to me while listening to this story? Had a family said, "Oh, she was a beautiful mother." You could tell by how he dressed. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that for a shadow of a doubt that she was not a good mother. He was dressed. It doesn't mean, and let me tell you something, just because kids dress and things like that, doesn't mean that it's good parenting going on. But the vibrant smile, can't say that either, but the vibrant smile the baby had and all that, and she was beautiful. And thank you. Kimberly said, let's reduce the stigma of mental health challenges together. It's okay to ask for help. Thank you, Radiant, for becoming a member. Thank you, my love. She said, that's why I always say you can't judge a book by its cover. You have to actually open it up and read it. Yes. And Shank Rock was just talking about that on his live. Y'all go check Shank's live from earlier, because he was just touching on this. Him and Tone was talking about even the men, and Shank was saying how he never thought he would have to tap into his sensitive side doing therapy, because he was always taught to be strong and not be weak, and that was being weak to Shank. But to say that, to get back on this, why was her nothing, a like or nothing on her Instagram? I mean, her TikTok. Why was it? Where was the family then? Where was the family then? Thank you, Radiant. Because somebody notices something. And nobody noticed it, because even when she was talking about the spell, she got the, saying, yes. You're right, Lavique. You're right. And I don't, Lavique. Ever since I started talking about mental health and stuff, I see that I'm not alone. When I see people like you and other people speaking out about it, this is what keeps me going and not giving up, because I know it's like-minded people out there, and I know it's a no judgment zone when I see Bridget and Akita and other people saying, "Hey, I do that too." It makes a difference. Y'all wouldn't believe how things like this make a difference when you're going through something. And I wish that I knew that she was ignored, but asking for help, yes. And I wished I knew her then. Like, how sometimes you just wish you had that connection with these people then, and you could say, no, Jamila. Hey, Gina. Hey, love. Her family was probably thinking she's crazy and walked away from her today. And sometimes that happens, little ting. Family probably accused her of doing drugs instead of seeking help. Yes, absolutely. But yeah, I'm just being honest. I love a community of people that deal with things like me. To know you're not alone. And maybe Rhonda felt alone. And I don't want y'all to feel alone either, because anytime we have to talk about this so we won't get into that dark place and we don't get into that, I don't want to be there anymore. I want to be here talking to y'all, and unfortunately everybody can't, because mental illness is different. It just brings tears to my eyes, because when people don't understand you. Because these type of things, hey Juju, people don't understand it. You're more judged than anything. Right, Tanya J. And it does take a community. It does. I used to see drugs helped you feel normal, and that's why drugs would take all my everything away to me. Little did I know it was taking my life. And I just don't mean health-wise or anything. Drugs takes everything. Your happiness, your family, your mental. That's what it's made to do. And Bridget, you're right. Right, Barbie. When people don't understand, it really seems like it pushes you over the edge. It does, Akita.
Because when I think back of what some of the stuff that I was doing and some of the stuff that I was saying, people thought I was crazy. Mind you, I cut off all my hair. I just was like, boom. I had like a low cut fade. Like the lady who was doing my hair, my stylist at the time, she was like, "This what you want?" Like,
but Queen Butterfly.
She's been doing my raps. I'm like,
you see how she's explaining hers, and I love this. And Queen Butterfly, with us, you're never by yourself. This is your community. This is your neighborhood. This is where you live. Come and live where like-minded people are. And that's what I found myself doing, going places where I wasn't around like-minded people or people who dealt with what I was going through. And when you get caught up in all the gossip, the drama, the bullshit, guess what? You lose yourself all over again. Right, Detroit's finest. And there are signs before destruction, T-Lady, you're right. Yep, they overlooked it, Jamila. They definitely did. Thank you, Akita. So Queen Butterfly, don't ever think you're alone. Because I don't feel alone now. In that sense. Sometimes people that beat their drug addiction don't want to take meds they want. And that's what I want, natural healing. I love natural healing. And also getting with Blended Healing that's in the chat. She's awesome. She's awesome. I guarantee a success story after talking to Blended Healing. Try it out. Try her out. Try her channel. Blended Healing, drop your information, please. That's who I talk to. And she has changed my life. Blended Healing has changed my life. And I love her for that. She has saved my life. Thank you, Niece Pooh. Absolutely, Queen Butterfly. And it goes for everybody. You don't have to be in green or blue to be loved over here, to feel a connection. No, we're all human beings. Just some of us are going through things that other people isn't, and it's okay, and we're okay. And I understand that, Victoria, and I'm praying for you, love. I hope they happy, tears, Queen Butterfly. You hear me? Because you ain't losing, and you gained all of these sisters in this chat. See, I cry when I lose. I smile when I win. And winning to me ain't no money or nothing. It is being around people just like this. Hey, Jessica J. Being around like-minded people like this, man, I'm tired of crying. But I love seeing y'all. Oh, thank you, Jonte. We got to heal together. We need each other. Let's go. She said, medicine helped me. And I don't want nobody to think medicine doesn't help. She said, medicine helped my brain. I sleep better. Let's go, Gigi. Akita said, Queen, you are not by yourself. Becca said, I also love anybody that has the heart to be able to help somebody with their mental. I went through 4 long years with my son. I'm getting goosebumps with us talking about it. Becca, you heard me? She said, winning is peace. I got it. I love it. Thank you, Jessica. That you heard me. Man, winning is peace. I love that you said that. I love that she said winning is peace. And it is, man. You said a mouthful with just that. It is frowned up on, Jamila. You ain't lying. It is. Every one of us is here for a reason to help each other. She said, look, do you hear me? Yes. And it's always, it might not be every last one of us, but I guarantee you, Queen, somebody in this chat is going to get you to better days. I just had to start making myself available to those that are like-minded and going through stuff like me. I was talking to all the wrong people. Look at Blended Healing said, one moment at a time. Because all Blended Healing was our Russian, you know that. I wanted to be healed immediately. I want it to be healed immediately, effective immediately. I want change. You hear me? Hey, Just Cakes, what's it do? But I want peace, and I told Blended Healing that today. I just told her that today. Rushing things is why, because my head rushes already. And I'm still rushing instead of one moment at a time. Taking something off my plate one moment at a time. Trying to empty the whole thing just ain't cutting it. This is why I want people like Blended Healing in here with us. People like Kimberly and Sunshine Shan. We're going to get through it together. Okay, BB said, I was almost the word of the state. I'm free, daily growth in the dark, in the sun. You heard me, BB? I know that's right, Gigi. Not a piece of money. Hey, imperfect, I love you. Right there. She just said it right there, imperfectly perfect. Let your test be your testimony. Your mess be your message. Miss 5-2. She said, let your test be your testimony and your mess be your message. Hey, Dale. Come on, Jesse. Jesse said, taking yourself away from people, places, and things ain't just for addicts. I miss you, Imperfect. I do. That's my girl. Hey, Clarice. If God didn't think people would need help from doctors, then he never would let them be created. There's no shame in getting help, okay? Man, you hear me, Akita? She said healing is a lifelong process, but it's your process, not anyone else's. Let them run their mouth as you move accordingly to your boy Blended Healing. She said, let them run their mouth as you move accordingly. We all be working. You hear me, Jesse? Me too. Whew, Blended Healing. Let them run your mouth as you move accordingly to your own rhythm. I love you imperfectly perfect. Thank you, and I miss you so much. Hey, Pookie Poo. Well, I see through you. Said, I knew our father was up to a spectacular this day. Okay, you heard me. Because sometimes you just need to hear that. Sometimes you just need to hear stuff like that. That's it, Chris Green. See, we could have been Rhonda. Some of us could have been Rhonda. Because you just don't know what can make you snap in the blink of an eye. Tell me, with those suffering like me, I could have the best day, and the next day it's like my walls are coming in, they're caving in, and I don't want to be in these rooms. I don't want to be in this house. Queen, you hear me? I did too. And I don't know what makes me good and what makes me bad. So I had to start writing until I started making poems, and my poems became music. And sometimes I would look at my poems and my music and I'd be like, I was going through that. Damn, I was going through that. I'm talking about my wording with my poems became music, but it also came a wake-up call to I almost ended it all. And when I look at what it was nothing. Hey, Queen Gigi, hey, daughter. It was nothing that without a good therapist and somebody to talk to that's going through something, or I could talk to say why I was feeling this way. And walking away with a good, different mindset. But I would look at that paper and I was going through this. She said reflection becomes healing as well. It's necessary to reflect. You hear me? That's a part of the healing process. It's not pretty. Let's go. It's downright messy. But you know you are on the path when you can pull yourself back, almost like your ancestors smacked you back. Stop it, Blenda Healing. Stop it. Because that's what it looked like. It was downright messy on my paper. You hear me, Blenda Healing? Downright messy. And I pulled myself back. And I said, Thank you, Bridget, baby. Y'all helping me too. Okay, Almighty. Telling y'all. Be careful, okay? Texting and driving the code. You don't have to have it all figured out to move forward. Let's go. You hear me? Hey, Sheikah. Happy Juneteenth to everybody. Thank you, Sheikah. She said this is a version of you on the other side of this pain, and she's waiting. Kimberly. When y'all think y'all needed this, I do. Because it was something about this story, and maybe this is what it is for me. This morning, my baby. Y'all get what I'm saying? That push, that drive. I watched the movie Inside Out while at the mental hospital. Man, I said it, BB. I said I was going to try to find it and watch it on here. Because we think because these kid movies, but Inside Out stood, boy, I love it. It's my go-to movie. Rest and healing are not luxuries. They are survival. Kimberly, but gone on. Gone on. She said resting and healing are not luxuries. They are survival. I know that's right, Kimberly. Hey, Chandra. I write in my journal and go back and reread it. I learned a lot about my pain and mental health. Hey, Curl. Me too, Bridget. Me too, baby. Woo.
Yep, I want you to cut it all off. Why? I don't know. Okay, I was just doing some stuff. My mom and them was concerned, family was concerned, friends. I cut them off. I don't even know what they was thinking because, baby, when they blinked, I was gone. Changed my number, quit my job. I just quit. I woke up and quit. I chose violence. I chose to just be gone. I washed my hands with my old life. I was gone. But people was making jokes. Like, people would be saying stuff to me now, like, girl, what's going on with you? What was going on? No, what was going on with y'all? Okay, because I still remember how I felt about y'all in that moment. I didn't cut y'all off for nothing. I cut y'all off for a reason. So now that I'm, I guess, back in my right state of mind, I'm still questioning certain things. Like, I went on, I cleaned the closet. And what I mean by that, I cut off everybody, every friend, 10, 15-year friendships. I was cutting everybody off because I started noticing things within them that didn't align with me. You know, I was on my spiritual thing. I'm like, you know, this is not working out. Maybe we were only meant to be friends up until this point, and now we must go our separate ways. Life's a journey. I was on that type of time. And so now, like, you know, people came back into my life, old friends, old situations. And there's always a moment where I think back to the time that I was unstable, is what they would say. But
I want to hear her all over again, but I love this. Kimberly, y'all, thank y'all. BB, all of y'all, thank y'all. And Jesse, man, when you just need that day off to reflect to you know what I'm saying, for yourself, Jesse, it's okay. I've been there. She said your journal is a reflection of your timeline. When date the page and go back 6 months later and see your progress. Ashe and devout. Ashe. I love you, sister. I know it's going to be a success story. You hear me, Samad? I know it's going to be a success story. I just know. Hey, Miss Frizzle. Yes, let's connect, Miss Frizzle, please. Can one of my mods drop? Man, this ain't number guy right now. Dang, Miss Frizzle, thank you. Can one of y'all drop my email for Miss Frizzle, please? so I can connect with her, please? Man. Man, come on, Victoria, you hear me? Man, Jack, when you hear me, always, I'm talking about, let's get back to it, Queen Butterfly. We gonna meet back up here 6 months from now, Queen Butterfly, with our journals. And we are gonna talk about our progress. And that's to each and every one of us. Start our journals back today. Even if it's just a piece of paper and put a date on it. And write what happened, Queen Butterfly. Pour it all, just like our tears pour, on that paper. And date it. And I'm going to see you back here in December. December 19th, I'll see you back here. I want to see you back here. I want to see each and every one of y'all back here with our journals. Hapine, you hear me? You hear me, Hapine? All of us, not one. Ebony, you hear me? I ain't even. Yes, you hear me, Betty. There goes my Miss Frizzle. There goes my email. The few of the mods have dropped it. So, yeah, Ebony. Come on, Bridget, take that power back. You hear me? Jonte said, Kimberly, I need you. Man, sometimes I said, Jesse, when I go to a certain place, I end up at Blended Healings. I could have been anywhere on this app. And I say, dang. She said, Queen, may I offer you use a voice app, record yourself, then let it transcribe what you said. She said, being tired doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're strong enough. You've been strong. Okay, you've been strong for too long. Let's go, Kimberly. Blended Healing and Kimberly, thank y'all. If anybody want to come up. I want to go back to what she was saying, what she went through. Because I think a lot of us can reflect on what she's saying and say, I've been there. Hey, Aunt Natty, say I've been there in her situation. I've been there in her headspace. And I like it that she's sharing and being transparent with what was going on with her.
People got time to do this stuff.
Okay, so TikTok be putting me on. So about 4 or 5 years ago, I guess I had this thing called spiritual psychosis, according to TikTok. That's what TikTok said. So if you experience something like that, come on in the room so we can all talk about this thing that we had. Because I ain't know what it was. I ain't know how to label it, call it. I ain't know what it was. But I was like really into God. Like I stopped eating meat. I was praying a lot, y'all. I was taking walks.
Drop Kimberly's link, y'all.
Randomly, I was just aloof. I was gone. Mine gone. Okay, I was done. Okay, but I liked it, and you learn a lot. I know in the midst of it all, we look.
Drop Kimberly's link.
Because when I think back of what some of the stuff that I was doing and some of the stuff that I was saying, people thought I was crazy. Mind you, I cut off all my hair. I just was like, boom. I had like a low cut, fat, like.
And what she said, when I look back, that's what Aisha was saying. That reflecting. That's exactly what Aisha said. She said, ain't nothing wrong with reflecting. Thank you. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Kimberly. We're going to get her channel started. And ain't nothing wrong with being nervous, Kimberly, because what you're doing now, you are providing something that is much needed. Let that be your guidance to your channel. Not me. I'm going to help you in every way I can. We'll get there, Kimberly. But getting your link dropped is how you get started. You don't have to have your first post. These ladies in here, when Jonte said, Kimberly, I need you, that's your first post. Sometimes we don't look at the call and the stir. It might take somebody to give you your first post. Okay? Because I never knew mine either. And mine was my introduction to me and what I went through in my life and what I was going through at that moment. And I knew that my channel was my healing process. Let's go, BB. Let's go, Jessica. And you've been around me, Kimberly, so you should know. You should know. You've been around me too long now. Okay? And what's for me is for you. They say I would love for Kimberly to get started. I need her as well. Okay? What is for me is for my sisters. Don't you ever forget that. These people and these sisters in this chat, that's your first post. And me saying this is your first post. And that should be your title, my first post. Sometimes ideas, my mind work. My mind works like crazy. You hear me, Niecy? Akita says she has me. And Blended Healing's already there, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all tap in. Because Blended Healing will have you crying, baby, and coming back just like this young lady. Blended Healing will have you there as well. Blended Healing has brought me out of doors I didn't even know was in my home. She has brought me out of doors that was in my home I didn't know. Juvenated Creations, drop your link. Because people need you too. Never be in a rush. Ask for your guidance and it'll come. Sometimes your purpose be there, but we just don't know what it is. Y'all get what I'm saying? Juvenated. Sometimes it took me a long time to learn my purpose. And once y'all get it, I'll be there every step of the way. As a subscriber. To hear y'all. Know that. Hey, Timothy.
The lady who was doing my hair, my stylist at the time, she was like, "This what you want? Like, you want me to cut off all your hair?" Because she's been doing my my wraps. I'm like, "Yep, I want you to cut it all off." Why? I don't know. Okay, I was just doing some stuff. My mom and them was concerned, family was concerned, friends. I cut them off. I don't even know what they was thinking. Because baby, when they blinked, I was gone. Changed my number, quit my job. I just quit. I woke up and quit. I chose violence. I chose to
Christina.
Just be gone. I washed my hands with my old life. I was gone. But people was making jokes. Like, people would be saying stuff to me now, like, "Girl, what's going on with you? What was going on?" No, what was going on with y'all? Okay, because I still remember how I felt about y'all in that moment. I didn't cut y'all off for nothing. I cut y'all off for a reason. So now that I'm, I guess, back in my right state of mind, I'm still questioning certain things. Like, I went on, I cleaned the closet. And what I mean by that, I cut off everybody, every friend, 10, 15-year friendships. I was cutting everybody off because I started noticing things within them that didn't align with me. You know, I was on my spiritual thing. I'm like, you know, this is not working out. Maybe we were only meant to be friends up until this point, and now we must go our separate ways. Life's a journey. I was on that type of time. And so now, like, you know, people came back into my life, old friends, old situations. And there's always a moment where I think back to the time that I was unstable, is what they would say. But I feel like that's when I was in my most, I don't even know how to say it. I was in tune. I was in tune with myself. I was in tune with my emotions. I had clarity. Like, I could see everyone and everything for who and what they were.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I was like, okay, I'm gonna cut this person off. And I felt like God was guiding me the whole way. And even though they calling it like, oh, you just having a spiritual psychosis, you talk about God a lot. No, I believed like God, remove these people.
Kimberly, too much. Why? Because God probably gave you a purpose right here. You never know the moment you're going to get your purpose. Did you just hear what she said? Look, Jonte said, you don't let her one in your hair. You heard me. Why is it too much? Because I felt the same exact way when I sat in that kitchen and he told me what my purpose was. It's too much. But you was one of those people. You can't give up, Miss Parky. This is your purpose. Y'all get what I'm saying? What is for you is for you, and that goes for everybody. Just when he give it to you, it comes with so much. Sometimes I feel like it's just too much. But I know he ain't gonna put more on me than I can bear. You hear me, Gigi? Victoria, you hear me? I'm my hardest critic too, Kimberly. I told y'all that. Absolutely, Juvenated. It's your time to shine too. It's your purpose. And if God wants to rush things, he rushed things for me. I ain't want it. Not how he gave it to me. But he gives loads to his best warriors. And in my last days before he takes me off his earth, I want to be happy. I do. I want to say I completed the task that he gave me, Kimberly. I do. I never completed too much, but I want to complete this. Let's go, Blend Healing. You heard me? Uh-huh. You see what I'm saying? You still down there dropping gems. You on Blended Healing? I still down there dropping gems, but it's too much. It ain't too much. It's just time. It's time. Change that much to time. It's time. Thank you, Victoria. It's a difference. You hear me, Carla? What up, Josh? Hold on, Josh. Just being honest with y'all. Just being real honest. Drop your link to Josh when I give you this range. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Room 901. Okay, let me come back because I had you, Josh, and I don't know how I lost you. All right, Josh, you back.
Help me remove this because I would have never did it. I would have never had the balls to do it if I didn't lose my mind. Like, because I always worried about what people thought, what people would say about me. Because we be going through them like, I should cut this person off. But then we think about the history we have with that person. I didn't give a damn. I didn't give a damn back then. Oh, this person got to go. He got to go. She got to go. Everybody got to go. But anyway, I'm blabbering. But I feel like I was right. The more I associate with people from my past, the more I'm like, I wasn't as loony as they thought I was, that I thought I was. And I trusted myself. That's what I trusted myself so much. And now I backpedaled on everything because I'm like, okay, maybe I was crazy. Let me go back and rekindle this friendship and get this friendship.
But none of us are
when I'm around him, I'm like,
when he give you that purpose,
I was on to something back then. I should have left their ass back there.
think about what you said, Akita, and think about what I just said. Because if you go back to the biblical days, Moses' task wasn't easy. He had to save millions of slaves from Pharaoh's wrath. It wasn't easy, and I know it wasn't, because it's not easy for me. The task I've been given, Akita, it's not easy. You heard me? Because the devil plays and breaks down God's strongest soldiers. You hear me? And I don't know if anybody's ever ready for their calling. It's just from experience. Man, you hear me, Bridget? Oh, baby. Moses had a hell of a task, Carly. You hear me? And it was a lot. It was a lot. Are any of us ready for what he has in store for us? Akita is the question, because I'm not ready. And I could own it. I'm still not ready for the purpose he gave me. And those are facts. So the people in the biblical days, it ain't that they messed up and they weren't ready. None of us are ready. Even though I know he ain't put more on me than I can bear, I'm still just not ready. You know why? Because I still got a lot of healing. I still got a lot of forgiveness I got to ask of him. A lot of forgiveness. A lot of stuff that I'm fighting myself over that he done stop beating me up about. God done stop beating me up about things, and I'm still beating up myself. He don't let it go. I ain't. And when I do, guess what? Oh man, that road that he paid for me, is golden. I just need to let it go. That's it. He's forgiven me. I haven't forgiven myself. That's all. Y'all make sure y'all follow Josh as well, because that Sunday service. Josh, all you've been through on her too. Man, that Sunday service. The hardest part is forgiving myself. You hear me telling you? Y'all go follow Room 901 and help Josh get his Sunday service back and running. Because a lot of us don't make it in them doors. Clubbing and shit, hungover. But I can roll out of that bed and to put it on that Sunday service, and then I can go over there to Old Boy and get another service in. And it always hits the soul. I don't care what they say about Josh. It always hit the soul, because I ain't been perfect either. I had my fair share of dirt and bullshit in my life, so I can't judge a soul. Now I could talk about some shit that's out there. Judge. She said, God doesn't remind of us our sins. The devil does. Yeah, you're right, Akita. You're right.
But I don't know. So if y'all ever had like a spiritual psychosis, spiritual whatever they say, you lose your mind, all type of stuff. I think that was one of the best things that happened to me.
Josh, you heard
it was scary though. Don't get me wrong. I was scared as hell. I thought something was wrong with me. I was like, what the hell? Like, I didn't care what I looked like. I stopped shaving. I was free. I was walking around a whole stash of hair underneath my arms, and I didn't give a damn. I was free. I was biking to work. I didn't have a car. I was like, I don't need a car. It's polluting the air. I don't need that. I got a bike. Bike's gonna get me there. Like, I was, man. But
okay,
that was the most free I've ever been. And I always try to attain freedom again. Like, I'm always trying to get back to
we
that.
Love you, Josh. I
feel like I just was up like on cloud 9, and like I finally was like up here and I was gliding. Then I just boom, I fell, hit the ground. That's how I feel. And I'm trying to get back to that. Oh, do I sound crazy now? Let me go. Bye, y'all.
So I just finished watching the video, or watching a couple videos about the lady in St. Lucie, Florida, Rhonda, who unalived her
Y'all can
6-year-old
send me to
boy
read that they
because
in the chat,
she
y'all.
believed
You'll read them
God
damn
told her
Zane
to get
books.
rid of the demons that he had. Now, I'm a perinatal mental health therapist. I've been a therapist since 2016, and I've been specializing working with women and moms since 2020. But I am well aware of all the different types of psychotic disorders that exist, schizophrenia, and all the other types that fall underneath that category as well. And I don't think a lot of people realize or understand, one, psychosis can be triggered in pregnancy and in the postpartum period. And two, it can also happen without that. So I don't know. What I'm believing she was experiencing was some level of psychosis. I don't know if it was triggered from the pregnancy and she's had symptoms since, or if this is a new onset, or if it was an onset before, because I'm not sure of her age. But regardless, there's always signs, and before it gets to this point. So I'm just doing this video just as like I don't even say a PSA, but just to kind of educate some people, just, to hopefully prevent something like this happening if you are around and able to help. So if you ever hear somebody just talking about things that seem like delusions, a lot of people with psychotic disorders get stuck on religious beliefs. They may think they're a prophet, they may think that God's talking to them. They may think that the FBI is tapping in their ceiling, in their walls, or just sending messages to them. Like if you just hear bizarre sounding things like that, I want to say not to the office is just crazy and leave it alone. Like they need help, and you have to think, like, if you were someone dealing with these all the time, like let's say we went outside and I'm like, what color is the sky? You tell me it's blue. I'm like, no, the sky is purple. You're like, no, the sky is blue. And I'm like, no, the sky is purple. Like, what's wrong with you? You know in your mind that the sky is blue. I'm telling you it's purple. You thinking I'm just not listening to you. I'm just trying to make you sound crazy because you know what you're seeing. That's essentially how it is for them. Like they hearing in their mind seems so real and so factual that they believe it. Like you believe what you see in your regular interactions and your, just living your day-to-day life. So I just want to throw that out there just to provide a little bit of education. I am so sorry that this boy's life was taken so shortly. It's very, very sad. And it's, that's really all I have to say.
My biggest fears of all time is being in psychosis. I don't think I would be able to function if I was ever in like a psychosis. It don't matter what type of psychosis I'm in. It don't matter. If I'm in any sort of psychosis, I just want y'all, whoever see me, just snipe on spot. I don't care. Because I've seen what people have to go through being in psychosis, and it genuinely scares me. Because what do you mean that girl was just talking to you? There's no girl right there. Why are you trying to break into my crib? I don't have the answers for you. Like literally, like psychosis will put you in the meanest, like mental, like turmoil. Like, do y'all understand how crazy this is? Like, one of my homies was in a psychosis, and it was low-key the scariest thing ever because they're not even the same person. Like, you think they're the same person, but they are genuinely seeing things, like seeing and hearing things. And they're trying to explain it to you, and they think they're actually seeing and hearing it, but they're not. And when you try to tell them, they're not gonna believe you. So now they think you a fake homie. I would never want to be in a psychosis.
Let's talk. We need to have a discussion about schizophrenia. And what I'm about to say is going to be somewhat controversial, but let's get into it. I don't think I need to tell you that I'm in the ministry of deliverance. And here are some facts I've learned about schizophrenia. It is a disease, a disorder, and a demon. It's going to be real controversial. And I'm not so much dealing with people who were born with schizophrenia. I'm talking about schizophrenia that was developed later on in life. The Bible says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. The word schizo means split. The word phrenia means or deals with the mind. The word schizophrenia means split mind, or better yet, split soul. Remember that the soul is comprised of the mind, will, and emotions. God told you to guard your heart, for out of it pours the issues of life. The heart, biblically speaking, is the mind. The mind has to be intentionally, strategically, and aggressively guarded. Science says that the average person has about 6 60,000 to 70,000 thoughts a day, 80% of which are negative. That's how much spiritual warfare you go through on any given day. Satan's the prince of the power of the air, so a lot of those thoughts that you're having are demonic. Remember, the war is not against flesh and blood, but against powers, principalities, and the rulers of this dark world, spiritual wickedness in high places. Spiritually speaking, every person has angels assigned to them, and every person has demons assigned to them. If you're outside the will of God, you tie the hands of the angels of God. They can protect you within his will. They can protect you even in your ignorance. But once you go into rebellion, you give the devil legal rights to you. Jesus said, because you are lukewarm, I will spit you out of my mouth. He said that you're neither hot nor cold. I want to give this example. I had a car. I was about 17 years old. I didn't know any better. My car had iced over one day. I think it snowed. And I decided I was going to boil some water and pour it on the windshield. Bad idea. It goes without saying, my windshield started to split. It couldn't handle the two extremes. Your mind is the same way. It's like glass. It can't handle you going between the two extremes. It also can't handle you being in rebellion for too long. So if you don't get back in the will of God, your mind will split. Another way the mind splits, I want to make sure that I mention this, is through severe trauma. If you give a person access to you, for example, if you're in a relationship with a narcissist, you give a person access to you and you keep dealing with the trauma day in and day out, and you don't remove yourself from that situation, your soul can split or your mind can split, thus causing the arrival of two personalities, or in most cases, extreme paranoia. Most people who have schizophrenia are incredibly intelligent. They're overthinkers. And because they didn't escape the trauma or they didn't escape the sin, they started to adjust to it. What does this adjustment look like? Stitching together theories to protect themselves. For example, a woman may tell herself that the neighbor is watching her, he's working with her crazy ex-husband, and he's working with her mother-in-law to bring her down. Now, the neighbor is just outside trying to have a smoke. The man doesn't know her, is not paying her any attention. But in her attempt to survive, she stitches together these theories. She believes them. When something is believed, it makes its way outside of the outer court of the heart, which is called the conscious, and it goes into the subconscious. This is the heart. And anything that gets into the heart begins to bear fruit. That's the disease part. Over the course of time, that thing is going to grow, it's going to bud, it's going to drop more seeds. Slowly but surely, if she doesn't get the help, she doesn't get the deliverance, she's going to go from being mildly schizophrenic to severely schizophrenic. It'll get to the point where she thinks that everybody's after her. Her house is bugged. There's cameras everywhere. The CIA is after her. The FBI is after her. And the crazy part is that's her reality. It's not real, but that's what's real to her. So there's no human present that can tell her, while that may feel real and it may seem real to you, that's not reality. The disorder deals with the chaos of the mind, the rearranging of her thoughts. So now you have a woman who has a demon, a disease, and a disorder. Casting out the demon deals with the progression of the disease, and it also helps her to recover her mind, or his for the guys. But the disorder has to be dealt with through intentionality. She has to study the word. She has to make sure that she surrounds herself with wise counsel. The Bible says there's safety in a multitude of counselors. And the hard part is she can't trust her own thoughts until it becomes healthy enough, until she recovers the extension of her mind. Because remember, the mind is expansive. It's like real estate is like a world within itself. And so let's say, for example, demons have managed to take over, let's say 40% of her mind. That means there are a bunch of trees. And when I say trees, I'm talking about fruits, beliefs, things that would drop, principles that
Can y'all still hear the video even though y'all can't see it? Because somehow it just knocked me out. So I just want to make sure y'all can still hear the video even though y'all can't see it. Yes, Ahmad. Y'all can't hear it? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I got kicked off. I'm gonna replay this. I gotta find the timestamp because this is interesting. This right here. Can y'all see me? Yes, Stephanie, it is good. It's too good not to come back. And I don't have many of people hit me up about mental illness and stuff like that. So I definitely want to bring this back. Probably tomorrow, because I got an interesting day for us tomorrow too. I want to have a movie time, and I want to have a real movie time. We're gonna have a real movie. Thanks, Josh. Get your popcorn, get your wine, ladies, and it's why I didn't walk away. And again, we watched a live where I was on a live Saturday where a man was dealing with mental health issues, and he unalived himself and his wife. And unfortunately, 2 lives are gone with kids left behind parentless due to mental illness. And he suffered. He suffered a lot. And it was hard watching that video. And I want to play a movie where we can see why it was hard to walk away, because I didn't walk away either. And it's easy for somebody to judge, to say, why didn't she leave? Why didn't she walk away? Because it was many times in that video I said, damn, why she just didn't leave? Why she just didn't leave? Why she could not walk off? Why did she take his medicine? Instead of taking the signs and getting him help and going to therapy. So tomorrow we're going to have a good movie. I seen a glimpse of it. I didn't watch the whole thing. Maybe 2 minutes in the movie that I'm going to play for us tomorrow. And I want to have real movie time. That's real movie time. And do something different. And maybe get a better aspect for us of why we couldn't walk away, dealing with mental illness. It's all of that in one. Yeah, Latanya was definitely the devil. He always know what time to come in and, knock some shit out, don't he? But guess what? God said, we ain't going. This message is going to get out there. Because it's somebody else that's going through what Rhonda went through right now. It's somebody else doing what Rhonda did right now. But what can we do when there's no solutions? What can we do when there's not a village? What can we do when there's not a community? Let's talk about it. Who was Rhonda's community? No, she wasn't reading from a book. That lady was reading her mind. And I loved it that she said it was controversial, because talking about mental illness is crazy, and psychosis and all of that, it is controversial, and they want it to be controversial so we don't get the help that we need. That we don't have a village. We don't have a community. We don't have anything. Hey, Tracy. We don't got anything. But that's the image they wanted to create for us, that we have nobody. Like Jamila was saying, well, medical and all of that don't cover it, but we know somebody that will. That's why we was blessed with blended healing. That's why we was blessed with Kimberly. And so many others, Nicole Neal. It's up to us to start speaking out and saying, I need help and I'm not okay. And it might be somebody in here that say, I got you. Abraham said with Zoloft, I saw they on mental health, man. I don't know. I don't like it. But like I said, I can't knock it, and so won't nobody else try it. She said, we do now, and it's being created as you speak. Okay, Tanya J. She said, I used to work in a state hospital. So, Carla, hard to explain something you don't understand yourself. Absolutely, Leisha. Miss Reese said, yes, it takes a village. She said, it's deep, but it's real. That's why she said it was controversial. Something like that shouldn't be so controversial. Somebody just telling how it leads up to this part of your life, how people get here, should not be controversial. You do, Levie. But that's why it takes a village, Levy, so we can give natural healing for those that don't want to take the medication, but we still need help. Some natural ways. Me too, Jacqueline, because she made good sense to me. It did me too, Leisure. But together, Leisure, we can come up with some natural things to do. And starting with those journals, because I'm going to see each and every one of y'all, even if you don't think you need it. Get those journals. I see you guys December 19th with those journals. Because we're going to have progression and success. Okay? Shantae said, I don't take that seriously. Thank y'all so much for pulling up with me today. It's been great. I want to pull back up her story because unfortunately you guys said you couldn't hear it. And I don't know. Because it's right here. Let me see. Here. I don't know if you guys could hear that. Okay. Then I'm going to just save that. Let me see. Let me get the timestamp. Okay. That's pretty good. I got the timestamp to come exactly back to her. I'm thinking tomorrow. Let's start this back tomorrow at the same time, right at the timestamp that she did. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, hey, Adjusted. Josh, I appreciate you. Thank you, bruh. I do. I'm trying. And you got the same mentality. You're on the same wavelength. And she said, uniquely said, hello, everybody. Hey, Miss Parker, I was Rhonda, but God, I had a community and prayer warriors. I didn't like the mess either. Uniquely. And we never know how much of a Rhonda we was uniquely just because we didn't get to that point. Just because we didn't get to that point of where Rhonda was doesn't mean we was not a Rhonda. And I can honestly say that I was on the brink of being a Rhonda. I was. Cymbalta made you gain weight. Yeah, it's side effects to those medicines. But I'm telling y'all now, I was almost a Rhonda. And when I seen my sisters in here say, yeah, I live in my head too. I was there. So shout out to you, Uniquely Unique, for letting us know and being transparent with that. She said, my story is deep and sparkle from essay to witchcraft, etc. Nobody but God. And Uniquely, if y'all ever want to share anything, I don't know if I dropped the link before we get up out of here. Because I know some people always, you never know when somebody want to share something. I hate ending it like that. And somebody might want to get something off their chest and, didn't get that chance. Queen. Hey, he caught himself. Thank you. But yeah, we never know. I dropped the link in the chat, guys. If anybody want to come up before we get out of here for today, I was a victim. I still battle. Y'all put some prayer hands up for Uniquely Unique and so many other sisters in this chat. Put some prayer hands up for our healing, our safety, our protection, and also for success stories. For success stories and better days. And it's going to be storms. Every day ain't sunshine for everybody. Trust me. Even the best person or the person that ain't went through this. Everybody don't have sunshiny days. Unless you got to be strong under that man's cloth. You hear me? You got to give it all to him to have that. So I take that back. Okay. I get it. If y'all can drop my T Lady, drop my email, please, y'all, for Uniquely. And Uniquely is also some great content creators in here that you'll love. Josh, drop your link again. Aisha, y'all drop Kimberly's link, Juvenated Creations, and Blended Healing. Just in case you always need somewhere to go, a safe place, a safe haven. These are safe places to go as well. Y'all feel it over there. I had to start stepping out of my comfort zone and stuff. There it goes, Uniquely Love, right there in the chat. But y'all make sure y'all go follow Josh. Same way, same feel. My girl Zen, just catching Zen's shorts and stuff. Something different, no mess. People would like minds. It sends you somewhere different. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Uniquely. Thank you. And y'all help me help. Drop your link, Aisha. Drop your link. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Uniquely praying for you. Queen Butterfly, I'm praying for you, sister. Y'all got a community here, Uniquely. And even when y'all don't got the community here on my channel, Josh, Room 901, he provides the same thing. Aisha provides the same thing. Zen provides those qualities of short videos. When I want to escape, I just go look at her videos. When I want that good healing, I go to Blended Healing. And when I want to hear a soft tone and don't want to hear barbaric voices, I go kick it with my girl Aisha. I go catch her replays. I love you, Diamond. And shout out to the winner of Diamond's box. Shout out to you. He said, I'm actually doing a live. That's good, because I was actually going to do one. I got to do a review tomorrow night. Well, tomorrow, I'm going to do it before my live. I'm going to talk about, we're going to finish this live tomorrow. And that's good, Josh, because it's going to go kind of with what I said. Josh said, I'm actually going live about Tyler Perry's lawsuit today, if anybody wants to come through. And I'm glad you're doing that, Josh. She said, what's Josh's channel? Hold on, Leisure Bay. Let me get it. Because I think Josh dropped it up here. Aisha dropped it right there, Leisure. Thank you, Carla. Carla said she subscribed. I think for me was being aware that something was wrong. Let's go, Sheikah. And that was me, Sheikah, I swear. He said, Abraham said, I never knew about it either, Abraham. It's new to me. That's why I'm interested into hearing it tomorrow. I'm definitely interested in going back and hearing it, because maybe it's something I did want to hear. And that's that part of being educated, y'all. The hearing voice is something else, yes. That's the part of being educated. Also, my guy Shank Rock to the Uncensored. I love you, Zen. Thank y'all so much for everybody that poured into me today. Super sticker, super chat, PayPal, and Cash App. Hitting that like button, sharing this live out so it can make it in the algorithm. For y'all, man, being transparent in this chat. With no judgment. It's, man, when life throws you lemons, man, take a shot of tequila. Appreciate each and everybody. Go enjoy. Toot is live right now. I'm going to go over and kick it with Toot for a little bit. Hey, Wilda, baby. Thank you guys again. Y'all mean everything to me. And remember, it don't matter about no blue, green, or black that your name is in. We are humans. We are all sisters and brothers. Nobody's better than nobody. Our feelings matter. Everybody's opinion is valid. And it is what it is. We are all struggling with something. We just got to start being real with ourselves. When you start being real with yourself, guess what? That's when your healing process starts. For real. Thank you. Get my little music going. It's been great. I'll see you guys back later on.
breaking it down, cutting through the chatter. Pop in, stay a while, you'll feel right at home. She's got a little something for everyone. With a heart so big and an attitude strong. Miss Parker's where you know you belong. She's an advocate, a friend, a voice for the unheard, asking all the questions, never missing a word. Or a second to none. She's blazing like the sun. Miss Parker, the only one. She's got the news to amuse and the truth to reveal. Digging for the answers, keeping it real. For those who need a champion, she's standing tall. Fighting for justice, she's giving her all. With every upload, she's making a change. Bringing people together, no matter the range. So hit that subscribe, don't miss a beat. Miss Parker's got the content that can't be beat. Questions we all have, she's not afraid to ask. Uncovering the story, she's up to the task. With a laugh, a wink, and a spirit so true. Miss Parker's got the magic and she's sharing it with you. Pop in, stay a while, you'll feel right at home. She's got a little something for everyone. With a heart so big and an attitude strong. Miss Parker's where you know you belong. She's an advocate, a friend, a voice for the unheard, asking all the questions, never missing a word. Or a second to none. She's blazing like the sun. Miss Parker, the only one. So here's to Miss Parker, the star of the show, bringing light to the world everywhere she goes. Tune in, stay tuned, you'll never be the same. Miss Parker, remember the name. Miss Parker, remember the name. So